So hello everyone, it's me, Ariana. I just wanted to do this video to give you guys an update on everything that's been going on, because I know y'all seen the other video and was like, fast forward, you go from 10 weeks to 20 weeks. Okay, so now I am 23 weeks, which I will be 24 weeks in 2 days. I always sound so winded now that I'm pregnant, but so I just recently found out a few days ago, really Wednesday, that it's Sunday right now. So Wednesday, I found out that I am high risk pregnancy, and it's because I have a complete placenta previa. So for those who don't know what a previa is basically your placenta is covering your cervix. It's laying on top of your cervix the way that your baby got to come out. And that is bad because if it does not move, you have to get a cesarean. So you have to get your baby cut out of you. And a lot of people go on bed rest because of that, or a whole bunch of other things. Pelvic rest and basically no sex and stuff like that, because it can cause bleeding through pregnancy, and your placenta is where your baby gets all of his blood, and everything that the baby really needs comes from your placenta. So I have not bled at all, and I honestly believe that I've had the previous situation since I've gotten pregnant, because I could not have sex throughout my whole pregnancy. Like, I tried twice and it just was not working. Like, it don't feel good. I don't even like get the sensation to have sex or nothing like that. It's just like whatever. But yeah, so because I'm high risk now, I have a new work schedule. I'm with the sheriff department, so I basically like work in a jail around inmates and stuff like that. It's a lot of like hands-on things and walking and stuff like that. And now I can't do a lot of those things, so I have to get a new schedule. So I will be getting off early in the day now, and that gives me time enough to rest so that I wouldn't, you know, mess anything up. But with all that being said, my baby is 100% healthy. He's growing the way that he needs to grow. He weighs what he needs to weigh, probably a little bit more than what he needs to weigh. Yeah, and I have not had any kind of like bleeding. So I don't want to think about the bad things that they said, because I have to get some more tests ran on me, some more exams and stuff ran on me, because this was his first time seeing the previa or whatever, or previa, however you say it. But yeah, you know, the doctors, they basically scare the shit out of you when you have like something going on or whatever. So they were telling me all these things like, oh, we might have to do a hysterectomy if your placenta is like growing within your uterine line and all this other stuff. So basically, they basically told me that Zaire would be my only child, and I was planning on having like 2 boys. I want me 2 boys and all other stuff. So I was a little bit, you know, emotional about that or whatever. So I knew I was gonna update you guys, but I wanted to give myself a little time to talk about it, because literally I would talk about it or I'd say something about it and I would just burst out crying, because it's like not fair. Like, I'm 29 years old and I have dreaded having a baby for so long, because I never wanted to go through like no complications and nothing like that. I was always scared of it. I was scared of my body changing. I don't want like saggy stuff here. I don't want stretch marks there, blah, blah, blah. I've always been scared about a whole bunch of things. And I'm living this shit right now. So I have a really good support system. My family supports me a lot. They love me a lot. They love my baby a lot. I don't know, it sucks. But if there's any woman that's watching this and you have a complete previa, because there's some that is like halfway covering it, partially covering it, whatever, it's not complete, just do your best to like take your time and not do too much. I know you're supposed to, they put a lot of people on bed rest with complete previas, because I have a complete one, but there is no way that I could be bed rest. Like, I've been off work for the last 3 days. No, for the last 5 days, because yeah, for the last 5 days I've been off work, and that hasn't happened in damn near a year. But I have been in the bed. I don't like being in the bed. I like to be like doing stuff, but just you know, like I said, if you're a woman and you're watching this and you have a preview or whatever, just make sure you seek out a second opinion, especially if they're telling you like, oh, we're gonna have to take your whole entire uterus, because that's what they're telling me. I don't want to speak too soon, because that still can be my my situation. But even if so, like, everything happened for a reason. Maybe, you know, my son is supposed to be my only child, or whatever the case may be, or whatever. But things don't go as planned. But I just want to let you ladies know that there's nothing that you have done wrong, because I have not done anything wrong. I am completely healthy. Yeah, it just happened to some people. So you'll be fine. I'm fine. My baby is fine. Everybody will be fine. And whatever. And that is pretty much all I have to say. If I have something else to say, I'll say it. But for right now, I just got home from my mom's house, and I'm about to eat my Chinese rice that I have and look at some cartoons and enjoy myself. Not doing nothing, because my new work schedule starts tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'm about to wrap my hair up and be lazy. My boy feet is big as hell. So now I am wrapped up. I'm eating my rice. And I was thinking about how I felt when I first found out about my previa. When I went in and I was, you know, getting an ultrasound and stuff like that, everything was fine. I was paranoid, so this whole entire pregnancy I've been like, I don't know what word to use other than paranoid, but I don't want to say paranoid. I've been concerned. Okay, so concerned is a good word to use. Worried, concerned, or whatever. So while she was doing the ultrasound, I was just asking, like, is everything okay? Is he okay? Because I saw her like measuring his head and his heart and his legs, his arms. She was just measuring everything. And that whole time I was just like, is everything okay? And she was just like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So when she got done with that, she was like, I'm going to let you use the restroom, empty your bladder, and then come back. And we were going to do the vaginal part. So we did that. And when she went in, I saw it. But me not knowing what the hell was going on, I'm just like, what is that? And then she just kept on like moving the little wand thing up in there. And she pressed on my stomach. Oh, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was asking her still when she was doing the vaginal. I'm like, is everything okay? And she was just like, yeah. And it sounded like she was not sure. Like, so I was like, okay, whatever. And then she wound up printing me off some pictures, and got done. I got dressed, and she told me she would be back. When this lady came back, she came back with the doctor. So I'm like, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. And this man, he just was going on and on and on. And then another scary thing he told me was that I could possibly bleed out. Basically telling me like I could possibly die during the C-section. And I was just like, that fucking sounds so dramatic. But I don't want to think like that, you know. I just prayed, but when I left, I could not just like stop the tears or whatever. I was just so stressed out. But yeah, the way that I felt once I got the information, I was scared. I'm still kind of scared. I have a very good friend. She works in labor and delivery, and I instantly hit her up like, so I have this going on, and she was just like, no way. And then she was just telling me things to do to you know, cope with it, whatever. So shout out to her. I wanted to show you guys my stomach, because so far so good. I have no stretch marks. My belly button, I completely have an innie. And I guess some days it all depends on how he's sitting. It's just like a smooth ball. But right now it's kind of like, so yeah. That's it.